Hey everybody, welcome to the SkyLounge here to review some Vegas Golden Knights action. As we lose 4-3 against the Pittsburgh Penguins at T-Mobile Arena inside the Fortress, Las Vegas! And, I don't know what it is about the Vegas Golden Knights and figuring that, we should just concede these goals. We're going to make an epic comeback. Why can't you just put the fucking effort in defense initially so that way you're not fucking chasing the goddamn game? The Vegas Golden Knights in this game fall 2-0 in the first period, and they carry that over into the second period to go down 3-0. And it's Evgeny Malkin getting the first goal in the first period, 2 minutes and 53 seconds in. I mean, I get that he's good. I do. But what the hell are we doing on defense? Like, what in the actual fuck are we doing? Just allowing the pucks to live in the defensive zone for Pittsburgh or any opposition players to just scoop up and get at. And immediately following after that, Hornquist with the goal. Shocked? No. But Fleury having a bit of an off game to start, it didn't really sit right with me. And what frustrates you even more is the fact that Penguins capitalize on a power play in the second period with Cahoon, and fuck me, here we go again. Right? You're down 3-0 at home. And there's a level of expectation for fans now. Oh, we're going to come back. Oh, we're going to start scoring. Oh, we're going to come back from a 3-0 deficit. That's not how this shit usually works. It's just not. When the opposition is bullying you 3-0 to start the game, there's not a whole lot of hope for your team to get their shit together. Although the Vegas Golden Knights did give off some teas and pleases for a possible comeback. And it's Max Pacioretty getting the first goal for the Vegas Golden Knights. Second period, 7 minutes and 11 seconds in. And it's off of a Hague shot that Pacioretty is able to find and get one past Tristan Jarry. And Paul Stastny to end the period in the 14 minutes in that second period, 14-minute mark. Power play, deflection off of Shea Theodore from his shot in the blue line. And yeah, when you're down 3-2, you figure, okay, cool, you're going to the third period. Possibly we could tie this up, possibly, but we got to do our own goddamn part of keeping clean defenses and playing sharp and behind, right on the goalie mark, right? What I'm trying to say is the goalie and the defense has to do well. Okay, I don't know why I fucking mix those words up, but boys and girls, it has not been a fun first week of January for myself personally. And, when shit affects you personally, it can fuck up your entire rhythm and groove. And for Brandon Tanev to get that third period goal to start the Penguins on a hot streak, really, in that third period, leading them 4-2, only second minute into this period. A long pass from defense, just breaking away by himself against one lone Vegas Golden Knight defender and beating Fleury to it. You just felt, man, Fleury is really being affected by his personal tragedies. Obviously, people are going to give him shit for passing up on the All-Star games. But I say to those people, fuck you. Fleury just lost his father. Not even a month or two ago. That kind of thing affects a person. It affects everyone differently, and everyone has a time frame of when they can emotionally process things. But I'm giving Fleury the benefit of the doubt. I don't think he's right. I don't think he's necessarily here on the ice because of things like this that weigh you down. I mean, death does weigh you down in a very heavy way, and I feel for Flower. But unfortunately, for being a Vegas Golden Knights fan, it does mean that there's a bit of inconsistency in goaltending right now. And you saw it in this third period where you felt Fleury never had his rhythm going. You just felt that he was just not okay. And maybe this goes beyond the ice. Maybe it's just something on the ice. But I think for us to look at this game and blame Flower, of course, an abysmal save percentage of 750 and 12 saves out of 16 shots, it's not great. But I don't think he's right. I don't think he's in the right mind frame. But you also have to look at defense. You also have to look at puck management on offense as well. Despite the fact that, yeah, we can score goals. I mean, Riley Smith got our third goal in that third period, 12 minutes and 45 seconds into the third period. And Vegas Golden Knights, with about 2.5 minutes left, get on the power play, have an opportunity to get an equalizer very late in the game with a 6-on-4 man advantage. But they don't do much with it. And the Vegas Golden Knights take the L. But I look at defense and really ask this question. How the hell have we allowed, how many goals is it? Fucking 11 goals in 3 games at this point? 11 goals in 3 games? That's 15 goals. If you're counting the Philadelphia Flyers game too, I think. Was that 4 games? Yeah, 4. It's just a lot of fucking goals, man. It really is. 5-4 win against Philadelphia, 5-4 win against St. Louis Blues, and then a 4-3 loss against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Dude, the fucking goals conceded in these games have been atrocious. And fucking finger Marc-Andre Fleury all you want, but I'm looking at this defense for the Vegas Golden Knights and looking at them and thinking, really? What are you guys doing? Are you tired? Are you trying to just stretch yourself to the All-Star break? Like, what the fuck is going on? As for the offense, I mean, I'm glad they're clicking. I'm glad guys like Max Pacioretty are still finding pucks behind the net. I mean, Riley Smith and Paul Stastny have been really underrated in terms of people talking about them in the hockey sphere, but Riley Smith has just been an unbelievable poacher of the goal this season. But for the Vegas Golden Knights, it's just another frustrating night where shit doesn't go right. 1 of 3 on the power play, 1 of 2 on the penalty kill. And on the other side, I mean, you have Tristan Jarry, who played a fantastic game. 31 saves on 34 shots, a 912 save percentage. And like I talked about, Marc-Andre Fleury. I keep messing those names up. But Marc-Andre Fleury, 12 saves on 16 shots. What that tells me is this Penguins team knows how to play like a team. They know how to get fucking wins. They do not get shook. Okay? Tristan Jarry looks fantastic. I know Matt Murray gets a lot of shtick, and I feel like come playoff time, Murray is, if the Penguins are in the playoffs, and most likely they will be, if Matt Murray is a backup option, holy shit, the Penguins are going to look deadly. Behind a Tristan Jarry who looks unbelievable, and this guy was on the waiver wire at some point. And having Matt Murray, who is a 2-time Stanley Cup winner back-to-back, there's not much to say about the Pittsburgh Penguins than wow. Wow. Even when people thought they were dead. No Sidney Crosby. Gensel's out for the entire season. You still got great pieces there. You still got Hornquist. You still got Malkin. You still got Aston Reese. I mean, you got all these guys right now that not a lot of people know about, but you just watch them on the ice. Their skills, their tenacity to get at the puck, forechecking, it's impressive. It is absolutely impressive. I wish I could say the same about the Vegas Golden Knights. Inefficient, sluggish, just downright sloppy has been the name of the game these last few games, despite the wins. And I think those 4 or 5 wins in regulation and in overtime have been the product of emotional momentum and have been masking a lot of problems. I think especially on defense for the Vegas Golden Knights. And I think at this point too, with the trade deadline coming up real soon, I don't think the Vegas Golden Knights are going to strengthen up in position in terms of trade. Who the hell are they going to move? I know Cody Eakin just came back, but we need center depth, especially if we want to make a run at the playoffs. But at this point, I would say look into the AHL Wolves. Look into bringing guys like Jake Bischoff, Zach Whitecloud, and hope that they can be inserted into a lineup where guys look a little sluggish right now. They look a little beat up in the face. And, after tonight, I mean, they got to go against LA. And people are going to be asking, oh, why are you wearing an LA gear and the Vegas Golden Knights gear? Well, I'm a Dodgers fan and a Lakers fan. And I wasn't even a hockey fan until the Vegas Golden Knights came to Vegas. So, sorry, kids, but that's my very simplified explanation. If you want a detailed explanation, I'll go ahead and make a podcast episode or something eventually. But the bottom line for the Vegas Golden Knights is they've been like shit. All right, and I'm going to be one of the first people to say that shit. I really am. I think Vegas Golden Knights have been getting away with it in some of these wins, sloppy wins. But I hope this is an eye-opener. And again, against the Kings, from LA, it's going to be a very tough match. I think the Kings are going to bring, a very determined kind of game. They're one of the few bottom teams in the NHL, but never count any team out. Remember what we thought about Detroit? We went on the road in November in Detroit, got fucked. So can't take any team lightly. I believe this next game, Pacific Division rival, you have to gain some points. Arizona just got one on you, and you have to make sure that you can win these close games, win these divisional games to gain points. And that's all I got to say, boys and girls, because, talking about losses suck. And I hope for Malcolm Subban's sake that he gets some time, on the poor performance level of Marc-Andre Fleury, which I hate to say. I do. I hope Marc-Andre Fleury gets back on his feet. I hope that Marc-Andre Fleury can emotionally relieve himself in that sense, have some level of catharsis, so that he can play some hockey, that he can just enjoy himself out there, because he doesn't look the same. He doesn't have the same smile, and it's kind of depressing. So I'm hoping Marc-Andre Fleury gets better. I'm hoping Malcolm Subban gets time, and I'm hoping the Vegas Golden Knights defense can get their shit together. So, boys and girls, that does it for me. Follow me at the Sky Lounge, and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents. Go Knights, go! Now, fuck off.